everyone, I'm Nargiza, and in today's lesson I'm going to teach you how to remember words, or more exactly remembering vocabulary. Okay, today we are going to talk about how better we can remember words, okay, in English language. So English has the largest vocabulary of any out of the other languages, so it's around, if I'm not mistaken, around 600,000 words in English language. So how remember so much vocabulary, how to remember so much vocabulary? This is a big question for many students and language learners. Well, for the first part of today's lesson, I decided to take some kind of exercise. Okay, with this exercise we are going to improve our remembering techniques. Okay, later we will move to this part and I will explain it in detail. Okay, so on the board we have words: house, bird, piano, tutor, book, bus or cat, dictionary, far, elbow, photograph, miniskirt, okay, finger, magazine, accommodation, near, room, key, video, enjoy, long, business, lecture, agree, rooms. Okay, wow. Your task will be to look at the words for a minute. So, and if you are going to write the words, so please quickly write the words in your notebook, okay? Or just look once again, look at the board and once again pay attention to the words given on the board. So this is like what we are going to do is like depends on this part of today's lesson. Like, so we can close our eyes, so, and just try to remember so what words actually were on the board, or just if we write out the words from the board, just try to close it, your notebooks, and try to remember what words were on the board. Okay, so a minute has passed and let us discuss. So do you still remember what words were on the board? Okay, so and how many words were on the board? So every time while saying new word, while saying the words, so try to focus on the number of words. Maybe there can be 10 words, or maybe around 15 words or 20 words, or maybe it's better to focus your attention on a new word, and sometimes it's better to pay attention to unusual word, like, okay, so miniskirt, or like a bus or cat, which we have listed previously. Once again, please, even if it's difficult for you, so to remember, try to concentrate, try to remember, and with the help of your mind, try to picturize it. Sometimes it is good for students to picturize it, okay, like what word were there, so, okay, so it's like a book, so maybe it's better so to picturize it. Good. So again, go back to your list, so, and check again, so whether you have whether you have been able to remember all the words listed on the board, or whether it's not so. Let us, okay, try to remember it together and to pay attention to the next questions. Okay, when I was a student, so I tried to remember the new words. I tried to copy out a new word, and from time to time I tried to repeat it. So when I didn't use the word, so I was not able to use it in my conversation, or just I simply forgot about that word which I saw it somewhere, or which I came across during the class. Okay, so well, every time try to be very careful with the words. So when you see the new words, so try to to remember the words with the similar meaning. So did you write words with the similar meanings? Okay, so what is similar meanings? Actually, we have a word and we have a synonym to this word. For example, let us take an example of here, a big, so synonym to this word can be large, or can be enormous, depending on the meaning. So like big and large are commonly used words in English language, but can be used in different situations depending on its meaning. Okay, did you write words with similar meanings together? Such as, the words accommodation and rooms. So accommodation is the room, a place provided by someone, by university, for example, or by by hotels, or by other establishments. So we say accommodation and rooms. So we have a room, we have a house, and we have 12 rooms in our house. Okay, the room is the place where we feel comfortable. A room is the place where we put our things. A room is the place where we live in. Okay, accommodation has almost the same meaning. It's like, so does university provide the accommodation for overseas students? So overseas students, like the students go to another country and study there for a certain period of time, and university should provide them with accommodation. So we say accommodation is the place where someone can stay for a certain period or time. Well, every time, so try to remember the words with its opposite meaning. Okay, so what is opposite meaning? So you are standing near to me. So near, in the text, like near, it's like close. Okay, so opposite meaning, by opposite meaning we understand that try to remember the words are with its antonyms, actually. So opposite connected with the words here means antonyms, like near. So the opposite word to this word can be far. We say near, we say far. Okay, good. So another let us say a tricky way of remembering vocabulary is like try to remember the words which forms the meaning. There can be several words, and these several words can give a whole meaning. Here, did you notice that? So we have certain words taken from the list. It's like enjoy, long, business, lecture. We have 4 words here. So enjoy, long, business, lecture. So enjoy, one word, long, another word, business, another word, and lecture. So, and we want to form a whole idea, or we want to make a whole idea here that enjoy long business lectures can make an idea. You see, it's very interesting that several words or the group of words can give one main idea. This is one of the, tricky ways of learning and remembering new vocabulary. Okay, so the next, is very interesting, that while remembering the vocabulary, did you group together the types of books that are in the list? Okay, for example, we have a word, and there are other words which, similar to this word. I mean, the other types which is similar to this type. For example, like here, we have a books, and similar to this word, so can be another word like dictionary, let us say. Dictionary, the space is not enough here, but I'm trying to put here dictionary. Books and dictionaries, they're almost the same, but the functions can be different. Like books, can be fictional books, can be course books, can be manual books, but the dictionaries, so convey one function. It's also a book, but it conveys one function. So dictionaries actually are very helpful for language learners to learn other foreign languages. Like dictionaries can be bilingual dictionaries or monolingual. So books, dictionaries, they are different types, but in order to remember a new word, so try to group together the types of words. It's also very helpful, so to do in this way. The next is, did you remember, very interesting, did you remember miniskirt? Did you remember miniskirt? Why? Probably this is like, miniskirt is the common for young people, girls, when they wear miniskirt, and so you know that. So you often see these, and so you know these, and you can easily guess. So what is it? Well, because it associates with the way of dressing of girls. So, or modern girls wear it almost everywhere, and you can easily guess. So, because this associates with the life. Easy for you to remember. And the last is, did you make a picture in your mind? Using some of the words together. So what is picturizing, and what is making a picture in your mind? It's like, so I often ask my students, so I often tell them, you don't know the words, so picturize it. So it's like, imagine what it can be, like, so for example, I tell my students, imagine, like, so you don't know the name, so picturize it, so imagine it, so in your mind try to imagine it. This is very helpful technique for language learners, so even if they don't know how to say the word, they can just, imagine or picturize it in their mind, and it also helps them to remember the words. For example, hammer, it's a 2, so let us say the hammer, is the 2, so, and so like you hammer your head. So I had a headache and it hammers my head. So it's like, so you can just picturize it. So you can imagine so what it is. So it's like a 2. So, and the word here like hammers, or how to say, my head. So it makes my head, how to say, feel pain. So this, how to say, way of learning vocabulary helps you to remember it easily. So, okay. Well, the next interesting point I'm going to share with you that we have certain techniques in remembering new vocabulary. So, one of the techniques is remember the words similar in meaning. This is the technique number one. Okay, try to remember new words similar in meaning. So, as we have mentioned, like accommodation and the room, they are similar in meaning. Remember the words and its opposite meaning. Okay, like long and short. So when you see a new word like a long, then try to remember, try to find the, how to say, opposite to this word, what is like the antonym. So, and try to remember, so opposite in meaning. Okay, then another interesting point, so try to put words together in order to form an idea. So very often, so take several words and try to put them together and try to form an idea. This also can be really helpful and useful for remembering new vocabulary. So my next, how to say, technique or actually we do so in remembering new vocabulary, I try to remember groups of words. Like there can be, how to say, several words and in the text or in the dictionary probably. So I try to remember groups of words. Okay, this is also a wonderful way of remembering new vocabulary. Okay, and the last point and the last technique, so I would ask you to make a picture in your mind that included the words. So I said, okay, hammer is the tool, okay, or hammer someone had, so it's like gives the hurt or pain. So like I have had a hard night yesterday and something hammers my head. So it means that the better you try to picture it in your mind, better you learn. So like try to picturize the word in your mind, try to imagine it, and this somehow will help you to remember new vocabulary. So vocabulary is difficult for many language learners because one word may have a different meaning. So and vocabulary connected with the words, and please, while learning new vocabulary, try to remember new vocabulary or new word by repeating the new words, by finding the similar meaning to this word, by finding its opposite meaning to this word, by putting an idea in order to form, how to say, a sentence, the whole meaning. So try to remember groups of words and try to picturize it in your mind. That was all for today. So wish you best of luck and stay with us in our classes for more information and for more comments. So visit our official website and Telegram channel. So stay safe and stay strong. See you.